Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to our powers, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth, that are constantly revealing well through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Shalom to my beloved brethren that are out there pushing this word wholeheartedly in truth and in sincerity, that are not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns in these last days that we are truly living in. Shalom to the few sisters, the Aquabs that are out there. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners, those that may look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hearty shalom. Okay? And, we definitely living in the end. Yahweh Bashim Shai is bringing forth the prophecies, the things that have been spoken of in the times of old. Esau's blessing that was given to him from his father Isaac is getting ready to come to an end. His hegemon, his rule over the planet Earth. Yahweh Bashim Shai has been bringing this man down ever since the time of 1969, 1970, when he got them satellites into the skies. Okay? The signs that we are seeing, where the Lord woke up Abba Bivens, okay, whom was Elijah. The Lord has been raising up his elect, his men, okay, ever since he allowed Esau to be increased with this knowledge, with this technology that he has today, okay? And we're seeing how the world has become polluted. The world has become destroyed under the management of these Edomites, all right? Everybody's fed up with all the wickedness and the evil works and inventions that Esau has pushed throughout the world. And the Lord now has his prophets standing back upon their feet, chanting down Babylon, being that token that the Heavenly Father is getting ready to send back his son, Yahushai, to deliver the elect and raise up his people back on high, while taking these heathens down, okay? And now we at the point where everybody is turning their back on Esau. Those 1948ers that are in our land, those are not the true people of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. And even those that are in league with NATO, America, okay, are now speaking up against the wickedness of these Edomites, okay? The last couple pieces of prophecy we getting ready to see. The micro C-hip, World War III, Yahushai's return. The scriptures say that we are closer than when we believe, okay? So right here on this video, I have the Turkish president. Israel is a war criminal, can't survive 3 days without Western support. Let's listen to what Erdogan, I think that's how you say his name. Let's listen to what he has to say. As a matter of fact, I might have to read it because he's speaking in their language. That's why.
Kiminin şımarıklıklarına kol kanat gererlerdir. Çünkü İsrail
Israel cannot survive 3 days without Western support.
Atmaya kalksa bile 3 gün dayanamaz, çöker. Sen bir
You're an
işgalcisin.
invader. You, Israel, are an occupier. You are an organization. The Turkish people knows this.
Sen bir örgütsün. Dolayısıyla Türk milleti bunu biliyor. İsrail. Biz de
We declare you as a war criminal to the world.
seni savaş suçlusu olarak dünyaya ilan edeceğiz. Gazze'de savunma değil.
What is being done in Gaza is not defense, but an open and despicable massacre.
Tek bir katliam yürütülmektedir. İsrail yönetiminin
Okay? And he's saying, look, they're going to back up those Palestinians. Okay? Everybody now is starting to turn their back on the true enemy of the world. All right? And this is part of Bible prophecy. Okay? This is Job chapter 18, verse 18. It says, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. Because there will be a time where these heathens that are aligned with America, they're going to fight against America as well. All right? And like I mentioned, they've been seeing what has been done. Okay? And now we in some different times where the Lord is getting ready to bring a utter end to Esau. All right? Let's go over here to the book of Revelation, chapter 17, and let's start at verse 1. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. It says, and there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Okay? And this is John on the island of Patmos receiving visions of the times that we are living in today. Okay? Because this great whore that is sitting upon the waters is representing America. All right? And whom is America sitting over? The people. All right? America is sitting over the people because why? Job 9:24, the earth has been given unto the hands of the wicked. Yahweh by Shemavashai has allowed the basis of men to come into power during the Renaissance era, okay? And he has done nothing but rape, rob, pillage, murder, and spread witchcraft all throughout the world, all right? Let me go over here to Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. It says, Nahum chapter 3, verse 1, it says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none in of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpses. Okay? Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredom, the families through her witchcraft. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. So these kingdoms are seeing the atrocities and the things that Esau has done throughout the years. Okay? And now you have the weak saying that they are strong because now they have allies. Now they have weapons, defense. Okay? And then America is on a decline. The military here in Babylon the Great is terrible, full with women, alphabet individuals, and nobody wants to join the U.S. military. All branches of the U.S. military are lacking in recruits. Okay? Nobody wants to go to war, but the Lord is bringing war, all right? America is a laughingstock, okay? And all the views that everybody once had upon Babylon the Great is now diminishing. This was a place that was looked at as the place of gold streets. Like they got that movie, The Road to El Dorado. All nations wanted to come and make money and get rich and prosper, which a lot of these heathen nations have, okay? But now they're seeing it, America, for what it is, all right, because the Lord is pulling back those blinders, all right? Let's go over here to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51. Jeremiah chapter 51 and 13. It says Jeremiah chapter 51 and 13. It says, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thine covetousness. Okay? Because what did Esau do as he took himself and got into power? He took the land, he took the resources, all right, the silver, the gold, precious oils. He coveted everything to himself, even the resources of the other nations. All right, because why is those 1948ers going so hard against those Palestinians? Because they want to push them out of the Gaza Strip. Okay, they set up Hamas, so Hamas would be a divide and conquer, but then it backfired because who's the one that's in control? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is in control, all right? That's where Esau gets things misconstrued because these Edomites think that they're in control. They're the ones running the playbook when in reality, the deceived are his, right? Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will, okay? And everything that these Edomites have done over the course of time, now they're getting ready to have to pay for it all right? Let's go over here to the book of Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. You have some of these heathens thinking that they're going to rise and come into power. No, the Israelites are going to rise and come back into power via the way of the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai taking the world which is rightfully his. But how did Esau acquire his riches? By rape, robbing, murder, deceit, okay? And now you have these heathen nations in an outcry, in an uproar against what has been done unto them, okay? Which there's going to be a leading up to a major global conflict between these other nations, all right? And America and their allies, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me go over here to the book of, is it Ezekiel 28? This is Ezekiel 28 and 1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, which the prince of Tyrus is dealing with in these times, the global elites, the banking families. Thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Okay, these devils think that they're in a position to boast themselves as if they're the true power of the world, and they're not. Okay, but this is part of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai allowing them. He's letting them be until he does what? Take them out of the way. So as he's letting them do all their wickedness and their mischief and evils that they have been doing, they're puffed up in their mind thinking that they have gotten away with so much atrocity they're never going to be touched or taken down. So when Esau goes down, it's going to be one of the greatest falls that everybody is getting ready to see, because even the nations are going to see the downfall of Esau Edom, and they're going to cry because of the money that they're not going to make anymore, okay, from doing businesses and deals and sending their people to live in Babylon, and they send that money back to their country. All right. Verse 3, it says, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thine riches. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thine wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. Okay? There's going to be a great war. The stage is already set. You have military age men that are here as plants being ready to be activated to cause war, chaos in the streets of Babylon the Great, these major cities, bombs in various locations. All right? We're in a time of definitely judgment and evils, okay? And as I mentioned, let me go back, all right? Not to the video, but let me go to this article, which, matter of fact, first, before I get the article, let me just read this, okay? Just to show you that Erdogan, as he threatens against Israel, you know, for bombing the Gaza Strip, which they're not just bombing them, they're also cutting off the supply of their water and their food, okay? And show you that these heathens imagine a vain thing, you know, because they're fighting over a land that doesn't even belong to them. But this is from the Wikipedia. Turkey has been a member of NATO since 1952. It says has its second largest army and is the host of the Allied Land Command headquarters. The Incirlik and Konyan Air Base have both been involved in several NATO military operations since their establishment. The current ambassador of NATO is Zeki Levent Gumruk, however you say his name. All right. And the several events that they have been involved with NATO, their cooperations, okay, have been against those Afghanistanians, you know, and Syria, okay. All right, showing you how the tables are pretty much turning, okay. All them different Arab countries they're starting to band together, okay, to fight against Esau. And Esau's allies are speaking bold words because of what these devils are doing, you know? So we're definitely in a time where, prophecy is speaking, man. You know? This Israeli and Hamas war that's going on, which I believe it started maybe 3 weeks ago, October 8th, you know? So the Lord is speeding things up all for the elect's sake, okay? Um, let's go back to Revelation real fast, chapter 17, okay? Chapter 17, verse 2. It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast. Okay, that woman representing America, and that beast representing NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. All right, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, which those 7 heads is dealing with Germania Major, Germania Minor, the Romans, the French, the British, and the Greeks. Okay, and the 10 horns, which you originally had 12, but the two are added on to each other because they're the same country, or same location. Um, Denmark, Greece, which you got Spain and Portugal. Those two are the same. Um, bear with me for a second, Akim, because I don't want to make a mistake. So bear with me, Akim. All right, just bear with me for a second, so I don't give out any wrong information. Okay, so that's not what we're here for, to give out wrong information. All right, so just bear with me for a second. Grab this on my notes. All right. Which is Belgium, the 10 heads, Belgium, Denmark, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Spain, Portugal, England and Ireland, West Germany, and then Greece. Okay? Those are the 10 heads and 10 horns. All right? And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. Okay? Because what is that purple? That purple represents the royalty and riches. All right? And that's why everybody looked on America as the place that's where they wanted to be. Okay? Like the scriptures say, Babylon has been what? A golden cup in the Lord's hand. Okay? Right? It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colored and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication. All right? And these other nations got down with Babylon's ways, democracy, okay? The philosophies that have been pushed here. They might not represent Christianity or the religions that go on here, because these other nations have their own beliefs, okay? But democracy being a spearhead to the world, which is that wine that these other nations have gotten drunken off of, okay? Right? It says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots, an abomination of the earth, okay? An abomination of the earth, right? Let me jump down to verse 15, okay? And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are people and multitude and nations and tongues, okay? Breaking down what those waters represent, right? And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, right? They're going to hate the whore. They're going to use the technology that they have been given, which is those ICBM missiles, and they're going to aim at Babylon the Great, okay? This is what these other nations are going to do, right? The Lord has been drying up the rivers of Euphrates. So war is definitely in the air. We're in the time of war and judgment, right? Now let's read a little bit of this article. Let me see what time I'm at, okay? It says Turkey's Erdogan threatens war against Israel for their relentless bombing of Gaza Strip. It says Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has threatened war against Israel over its relentless attacks, including aerial bombing on the Gaza Strip. The Turkish leaders made the threat during a speech delivered at a pro-Palestine rally on the evening of October 28 in the city of Istanbul. He accused Israel of being responsible for war crimes and lauded Hamas as freedom fighters. The group was behind the October 7th attack at a music festival in Israel, which prompted a swift military response from Jerusalem. In the same speech, Erdogan claimed that Israel has been openly committing war crimes for 22 days and claimed that the Jewish country has espoused a similar mentality to that of the Germans or Teeman during World War II. In the past, the Teemanites were massacring, okay, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to skip all that. But he's making a comparison. You know, I don't want them YouTube to cut my video. It says, from now on, we will continue our path with the motto that we may suddenly knock on your door one night. The Turkish president continued insinuating that members of the Turkish armed force could come to Israel unannounced. This triggered an ecstatic reception from the crowd, which responded by chanting Turkish military to Gaza. You see? All right? They talking about showing up and helping, which is going to cause more escalation, all right, of war, which we know what has to come first. But these are the wars, the rumors of wars that we have to report on. This is why prophecy is so important. Look how close we are, you know? Erdogan concludes his speech by telling the crowd that Ankara was preparing to tell the world that Israel is a war criminal. The Turkish leader action did not sit well with Israeli officials, who quickly responded by withdrawing diplomatic staffers from the country. Israeli Foreign Minister Eli Cohen noted that the remarks from Erdogan had led him to re-examine ties between Jerusalem and Ankara. Given the grave statements coming from Turkey, I have ordered the return of diplomatic representatives there in order to conduct a re-evaluation of the relations between Israel and Turkey, he said in a statement. So there you have it. You know, Lord's will, I'll post this in the description box below. Okay, show you that we're in a time of war, right? So let me read that again. In Revelation chapter 17, verse 16, it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, These shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. All right? These other nations are gonna burn America. Okay? And when that final war takes place, let's get it real fast. All right? And I'll probably end it with that. You know, if it be of the Lord's will. Um, Revelation chapter 18, verse 7. It says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. All right, America has never been touched. The land of unwalled village, the place of comfort, right? Well, the Lord's going to bring torment and sorrow upon Babylon the Great, okay? The Lord's going to bring down the lofty looks and the pride of men, all right? Matter of fact, Shalakia, real fast, Isaiah 26. This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 5. It says, for he bringeth down them that dwell on high. The lofty city, he layeth it low. He layeth it low even to the ground. He bringeth it even to the dust. Okay? That lofty city, Yahweh Bashim Abishai is going to bring it to the ground. Okay? He's going to bring it to the dust, a place to never be inhabited again. Right? That's what the scriptures say. Okay? We reading it. You know? Let's go back to Revelation 18 and 8 now. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is going to bring this judgment upon Babylon the Great, right? And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more, because these merchants, these kings that are ruling up on high, these heathens, they're going to go into captivity under the Israelites. All right? That money that they was making, they're no longer going to make that money. Okay? But they're going to watch Babylon be destroyed. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay? You know what? Let me jump down to verse 15. It says, the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, alas, alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Okay? So matter of fact, let me keep going. And they cast dust on their head and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, when we made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, have avenged you on her. So everything that is going to be done unto Babylon the Great is all on the behalf of the Israelites. Okay? And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. Okay? With violence was America gotten, and by violence shall America go down. Lord's willing, this was edifying, giving all praises and glory to our powers, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom. To my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom. To my brethren out there pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, Shalom.